journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, here's where we were on March 5th, 2009. Here's where we are today. I've shown you these before. This is the 3-drive pattern that you're seeing, just like this. I'll bring this attention to you because you don't see this too much anywhere, so I thought I'd bring it in one more time. I will not post it again. In fact, I'm going to remove it. Okay, here's where we are as we were looking at the stock market in 1929. You can see this run that we have right here. That's what we're seeing right now in the old stock market here. These are 20-month cycles. Let's move this over here. 24-month cycles, just a second here. And as you bring this one up, this is the one I want. No, that's the old one. Hold on. I want to put the one with the patterns in it, so I drew the patterns in. These were 20-month cycles that we're seeing here. Remember, I thought there was going to be high on July the 17th. Dow Jones dropped 1,700 points. I thought there was going to be high on September 3rd. Dow dropped 1,000 points. On the 28th, it dropped 1,400 points, and of course, it's made new highs through here. But this is what I believe we're looking at right here. Now, I'm probably wrong, and I hope that I am, but we'll see. Anyway, we've looked at a lot of these different things here, but the thing that I think is most important that you're looking at here is that we do have time and price coming together. And with these patterns lining up the way they are right now, and the Bradley model coming, I flashed it. I don't want to show it because people ask me more about it than I know. But the Bradley dates, if you notice the one from Mr. Z up there, they gave a date here of the 5th. Remember, folks, this is the date 27th, plus or minus 5 days. Plus or minus 5 days, when you're looking at 10 years, come on, guys, nobody can, I tell him it can't be that accurate. Anyway, these things that we're watching start today on December the 2nd, and they go all the way out to Thursday. Now, we might not make an high on Thursday. We might go up forever. All I'm just saying is be really, really super careful, okay? Because this is not the time to throw caution in the wind and start buying and all that other stuff, because it's really not that important from our perspective here. Now, we had some trades on here today. I want to walk through those with you. We'll get them up here. We've been long to buy. I have to show you the coffee. This is the coffee, folks. You won't actually believe this story, but it's the truth. Here's the coffee right here. I get a phone call on the morning of last Friday, okay, the 29th, and it's from one of my old customers in Beverly Hills. Barry was he was known as the king of real estate back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s in Beverly Hills. He's 90 now, and he lives in a beautiful it's assisted living, but boy, it's mainly it's really first class down in La Jolla. But he called and we were laughing about the old days and stuff. What do you find interesting? And this is in the morning. And I said, "Do you still do something?" "Yeah," I said, "once in a while." I said, "It looks like coffee's topping." And he sold coffee. Well, while we were chatting, anyway, I'll have to show you the small chart on this because he sold coffee, I think, right in here somewhere. It was 326, in that area right here. And of course, that's a big move down, and I haven't heard from him yet. But anyway, that was one that was sort of interesting. All right, now let's move on here and talk about a couple other things. You notice that the Dow Jones is lagging badly here, folks, as you can see here. We'll get this up here. We'll take a look at. I do learn something in all these things that we're looking at. You notice here in the Dow Jones, you see we made a B, C, D right here on the open. And look at this. It went all the way up and all the way down, and all it could do on the rally back. You're going to be able to see it right there. All it could do is could not quite make the 382. It missed it by a little bit. It made this 382. But it didn't make the F one. The rule is sell the weakest, not the strongest. And the strongest, of course, there's that one. It was the Dow, what they call that, the E-mini. Okay, now here is the Dow Jones. Larry, just a minute, folks. This is the, hold on. This is the, I got to show you because this is what was so important. On Friday, we put options on right here on the, we bought SPYs. They were trading for $500. Last night, the market came down to this level right here, which was a 382 of the low on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. There's Thanksgiving, okay? This is Forex trading, of course, Globex. So anyway, we made that. Now this morning, when it's trading here, I said, looks like it's going to go a lot higher. Folks, this thing went a great deal higher. Those options, they've got 17 days to go. They didn't go down very much. I don't know why, but that's whether that means anything or not, I don't know. All I'm just bringing to you is your attention. Another one that worked really good for us, if you remember, we were watching the gold market because we were coming up here to a really nice 618 retracement, and you'll see hit it spot on here this morning, or last night, early this morning, I guess. There it was right there at 273. It's now down $1,400 from where it was going. You can see that moves up. We're all very, very nice. Also, it was showing you that it had more to go on all these. You can see there's your little ABCD pattern here, and then the next pullback that, had another $10 pullback. All it did was stop exactly at the 382 retracement, and that's where we were. Okay, then you'll see there it was right here. But the key to this, from my point of view, looking at these things, because I look at things short term to tell how much risk I have. Well, I was watching the market open this morning and watching the movement from last night. I saw something that I had to send on to someone that watches the market nearly as clearly, not as clearly, of course, but it looks very, very similar, to what I look at. And now I can't find. Here it is right here. This is the NASDAQ. Last night, okay, here was the overnight low in the NASDAQ from Friday. Look at that. It's a 382 retracement off of this move right here. That's all it was, equal to that one. I mean, it's just stopped right there. And now it went off the top of the charts up here. There's your ABCD. Tried that for 20 points and it didn't work. But you can see we went much, much higher than that. I didn't bother to measure them because once it above that, that's the NASDAQ went almost has made new highs. It missed about 90 points. It'll probably get it before the end of the days happened. But the same thing happened in the S&P. Now, if I can just find the one on the S&P, I'll be able to show you the same thing on the S&P. But I got so many things here to tell you, and there it is right there. Here's the S&P last night. There's Thursday's low. Look at the pullback right here, down 30 handles, looking really great. And boom, now, of course, we're trading back below here again. But we look at some of these things. It really helps when you're watching it. Okay, now we had a couple of positions on. Get back up here because we've been long the bonds for quite a while. I want to get this up here. Get this out of the way. The bonds are doing relatively well. Here's the bonds. We bought those way down here, and we have we bought them on this breakout right here before they took off. There was the pullback right here. There was a perfect 382 pullback. That came in at 26.28. The low was 26.26. Right there was the first buy, and now you can see we've had these runs up here. We're still going higher. There was the 382 off of the previous low right here this morning, so they're still looking pretty good. The euro, on the other hand, we'll talk about in a moment.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, I want to go over the position in the euro. This is one we bought last Friday. Remember, this was the big move down on the long term. Let's just do it so everybody can see it. On the long term weekly, it was the big ABCD right there. We'll go back to that other chart so we can walk through what we're doing here. So had the big rundown, had the pullback right there, right at the old 382 right there. There was our long. And you see had this big run. And what we did this morning, because we were up 7 days, Actually, this is where we were Friday. Here's where we came in today, and I said, uh-oh, we got trouble in River City because you'll notice here we have these lower highs coming in. That's basically the 135 pattern. And if we look at this real closely, this is our original buy. This was our original stop. Get rid of those. But you'll see what we were doing today was just making an absolute not dead drop gorgeous 382 right here, and that's where I said, oh, we're in big trouble. And so we decided to get out of it if we went below this level. So it was a nice trade, made a little money, but didn't do what we wanted it to do, so it's time to get out of Dodge. But folks, I want to show you one currency that's in big trouble. I know people love this thing, but boy, to me, this is the one that looks really nasty. This is the hourly chart of the long-term dollar yen. Let's look at the daily here, folks, because this puppy's getting ready to take a trip to Havana, Cuba, because it's going to make an A, B, C, D on this puppy right down in here. Now, we're oversold right now. You can see we're coming down quite a few days in a row, but boy, this looks like it's got some serious trouble in it. You can see we're already below the 382. Here's where we are looking at it on the hourly basis. Even today, you had a really good chance to sell the 382 up here. It went 20 pips above it, and boom, down it came, another full handle. That's $1,500, folks. So this is saying that we got a lot more to go in that Japanese yen. So keep an eye on that one. It looks pretty interesting, okay? There's another market that is also fighting for its life. Let's get up here and take a look at it. And there's where we are right here. And that is the crude oil market. I'm going to blow this up a little bit so we can see it really clearly here. There's where we are. And there's a number that we're looking at right here close. Folks, we're very, very close to it. 67.51 in the January crude. So far, the low has only been 67.70. It's right off the low, so it's going to make that level right here. So when you're looking at something like this, you want to see there's no head and shoulders here. You see the left shoulder is it's already lower. That cannot be, and there's no time sequence here. However, if it does this, if this is the left shoulder and this is the head and the right shoulder comes in here, maybe in a day or two, let's just do the cycle thing to see if we can find it. That'll be like the end. Oh, be first of the week on the 9th, I believe. That's a trading day. Next Monday, you want to be watching this, because if it's come down and it's still above here, okay, there's your head, so you're still okay. That basically is going to be a triple bottom, also known as the head and shoulder triple bottom, okay? But watch this really closely, this 786, because when this thing turns, let me get this hourly up here. I believe this is what I want to see. Yeah, here's the one I want to see. This is where we are so far. Now, today's action, you'll see this is December 1st. We had a really strong rally here. We rallied from 67, we're at 68. We rallied just about $2 a barrel, okay? Now, you see that 2-hour rally? Well, it's more than that, because this is about a 10-hour rally starting overnight. So this was the first, that was Sunday. There's where we rallied right now. What do we do when we see something like that with a lower low? We have to take our old little pencil and ruler and draw in to see if it happened to be a 382, and it misses it by 10 pips, folks. 7 pips. Sorry about that. 7 pips. The number comes in at 22. The high here was 15. So that's 7 pips that it misses the high, and then it has the big move down. So that's, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but by golly, look at it. But also remember, this is the number that we're looking at right here. Now we have the smaller ABCD here from last Friday, and that's going to take us really close to that number down in here. So 67.57, 67.33. Watch those two numbers. We're only 60 pips away. 50 on this one, 60 on this one. So this is going to be very interesting. That's what I'm paying attention to. Oh, there's one other one here that I missed, boys and girls. I can't catch everything here, so let's just do this. This is where we're watching here. And we'll see, there's your ABCD leg right here. There's your AB leg, you can see, and there's your CD leg. It probably comes in. There it is. You got 3 things here to tell you, look out this number. 3 things. You got that one, this, you got 1, 2, 3, that one, and then 786. Big number down in here. Look, we've been here 3 hours and hasn't even made new lows yet. So watch this pattern. I'm going to put this beeper on. Might buy a little right there, because you don't have to risk much at that point, and we'll find out if it's going to work or not. One of the things that we should do, and we'll have Mike Moore on tomorrow of More Analytics. We have him on for quite a while here because of the holidays, but he watches all of these. So let's take a look at first we're going to look at the gasoline contract. We're going to get the daily up on the gasoline. They should be beating that tar out of this one. They're still not doing it. Still not made new lows from yesterday. Let's well, I haven't updated this for a while, so let's just do that right now. Refresh maximum. And there's where we are here. Okay, now you see we've taken out these lows back in here. Haven't gone anywhere yet, so this is not the near clear buy signal that you want to see. Haven't taken this low out yet either, so there's nothing here to really, you don't see the clear ABCDs like you do on the crude. So I'm going to pass on that, and what we're going to do now is take a look at the heating oil, and we'll see where we are here right now. Someone asked me about options, and I'll cover that in just a second. Heating oil is HO. Let's go with the H's and the O's. And I'll try to cover Tesla and some of these other things for you folks. Okay, here's heating oil. It's looking better than all of them because this is the daily, all right? And we might be getting right there. That's not very far away. There's your ABCD right here. Right now we're 217. We need to drop another 5 cents right in here. That's going to be a ABCD Gartley right there. Probably at the exact this level right here, which would be 215. We're 217 right now. We're 2.5 cents away, which is, pay close attention because that's going to be a good one. I got to mark that because crude oil will probably be hitting that at the same time that the gasoline is. But because crude oil has higher bottoms than this one, the crude oil, heating oil would be a secondary. Crude oil is first because it has higher bottoms. This has lower tops. Crude oil has higher tops and lower bottoms, so that's why you want to be buying the crude. It's the strongest of the 3 points in the cosmic. I will have Mike Moore on tomorrow, folks, at the half hour, because he'll cover all of that along with the gold and all the other things that we're watching here today. So that's what we're paying attention to. Let's check and see the old clock on the wall, how much time we got left. We got enough time for, of course, Tesla, and we'll get this up here so everybody that's long Tesla could probably see it's making new highs again. By golly, it broke up to the upside just like everything else. Trouble in River City. This looks like it's going to go a lot higher. Well, that would, hey, look at this. This is a really nice pattern. Let's just look at this really close, because right here we'll have a 3 drive to a top. Drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. Got to watch that one tomorrow. Let's put the beeper on so we can talk about it when it hits. Hey, let's be right back with you. 877-927-6648.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstad's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstad releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, I want to talk about Apple here. You can see here we have an ABCD forming here at 244. Very strong move here over the last 10 days. There was the pullback here, 382, boom, and then away it took off right here. That's what we're looking at right there. Okay, now we're going to talk about the British pound here for one of our premier guests. Hold on one second here. There is the British pound. We'll get the old daily up on here. This has been very good to us, folks. You'll notice here where we sold that puppy up there about 6-7 weeks ago. It was actually September. We had that. Remember, this was on the daily. This was the weekly. That was the weekly 786. That's why it was such a powerful pattern. There it was right there. And we've been coming down really strongly. We're down quite a bit. We had a little bit of a bounce. So if you look at this on the 60-minute, you can see there was the 382 on the other day. Here it was several times today, went above it a little bit, and it's moving back. But let's look at it because it might be getting ready to make a bottom in here, folks. This was a big move down here. Thousands and thousands of dollars. This is the first time we're starting to see higher tops and higher bottoms. All right, so I'm not ready to trade it yet, but I'm watching it very, very closely. That's basically all I want to say. Now, we got one other question. Someone asked me to talk about why I was so cautious this morning coming in about the market. Let me get this up here. This was the overnight market. Here's the real key. There was your NASDAQ. Remember, we're looking for the high to come in on December the 2nd. There it is here on the 2nd, and the market's coming down like this. And what does it do? It makes a high on December 2nd, but look, it only backed off to the 382 of the low of the day before Thanksgiving. That's an incredibly powerful move. And if you measured that move, we should do that together. A, B, C, D. Now, when we got to that 1.618 right there, I said, I got to dance with the devil there. So I tried to sell it. Well, I did sell it, 21.49, and I was out of it, 21.69, faster than I got the order back on the sell signal. That's how quick it is. But let's learn something from this. We're going to look at this pattern right here. Okay, so all we're going to do now is we're going to come up and take a quick look here at the NASDAQ. And I think it's over here on my left. There it is right there. Here's what we want to be seeing. And get this up and I'll show you what we're watching here. I think that was an hourly chart. I believe it was. That it was. That's what we wanted to see. Okay, so there's the chart that we were looking at. All right, we want to move over here, move this over right here. Now, there was the number we were looking at right back here. Okay, that was the 27th. You see the market came up. It made a 382 over this low right here. Okay, that was important. That's why we saw that. Overnight, how many hours? You're talking about 10, 12 hours. All it can do is back off to the 382. Who are you trying to kid? And there was your shot, a chance to take it right there. But if you start to measure, the ABCD on this, you're going to be seeing that we're looking at this level right here, from AB to this level here to that pull off right there. And that measured to, where did we get to? 21.88. We haven't got there yet. 21.56 has been the high, but it's still a little bit early. All I can tell you, folks, is that, I've been looking at this stuff a long time, and boy, today's the day that you want to be ready to really be careful, because I don't talk about the astro stuff very often, like I told you about the thing about where we were back here in 2009. Okay, I said we'd have the strongest rally in 70 years. I was only off by 50 years. It went straight up. From 40, where we were at 76,000 here, and 66,000 in the Dow that day, and it's hit 45,000. It's down 350 points from the 382, folks. Look at this morning here. Here, just give me a second. Get these out of the way. Remember, we always want to sell the weakest, right? Buy the strongest. Let's just a minute. I gotta cascade these windows, otherwise I can't figure out where we are, where I am. Where are you? YM is right here. Okay, now there's where we were. You can see here, there was a 382. That's all it's done, is it gone up there 1, 2, 3 times. That's all it's done. And it has only made a couple hundred points, but if you'd sold the S&P, the other one, that handed you your lunch. And you don't want to do that. Russell, the same thing, did not make new highs. All right, those are the main ones that we want to be paying really, really close attention to. Okay, now we've already covered the bonds. They're doing okay. One other currency I want to cover here, hold on one second, is the Canadian dollar. One of our best students out there does a lot in the Canadian dollar. And here, Let's get this up here. Here's a Canadian dollar. They had the dude from Canada was down there talking to Mr. Trump over the weekend. It hasn't really helped much. Let's refresh this. Hold on, let me refresh maximum, see if I can get this thing. I don't trade this very often. And there's where we were. And of course, this might have been, yeah, I can see why I wanted to sell it. Yeah, this is a really good potential for head and shoulders, folks. There's your left shoulder. There's your head. There's your right shoulder. The first thing we're going to do is blow this up so we can see it like a normal person. Get rid of all this other stuff. And there's your head. We're going to draw this in so you can see it right there. And you're going to see the head on the right shoulder has to be lower, and it was today, correct? And this is up just a couple of days. Doesn't make too much difference as long as it doesn't get above here. Now, what this has to be, it's either got to be a 618 off of this or a 786, not exceeding that. Those are the rules out of Andrew Lowe's book, The Non-Random Walk Down Wall Street. So you measure from your high up to your low right there, and it goes right between the 50% and 61. So that is a head and shoulders pattern to the downside. So we're going to look at this on a smaller time frame, and that's what we've seen so far. Well, that's 13 minute. We have to blow it up a little bit better from there. Something's wrong. Oh yes, it is. It's okay. Stop it. Let's do the hourly, and then we can see it a lot easier. There's what I want to see. The hourly makes it a little bit better. Okay, see the left shoulder, right shoulder. There's your 382 starting to work a little bit. So that's acting pretty good. But that's the left shoulder. See how it's got to be this left shoulder. Okay, this cannot be higher than that. Otherwise, it's wrong. I mean, not even more than a couple pips. And the time between the highs should be close. Let's just see how close they were being an hourly basis. You'll see here. Pretty much spot on. So that's what we're paying attention to. Okay, let's move on here and talk about one other thing that I really like this trade, folks, and nobody else likes it. So let's go back. We've been talking about this trade since Hector was a pup, and let's see what I think our time has run out here on the wall here. We got 56 seconds. Hold on. Let's get into the soybean meal because we've done something very important, and we got to follow what's going on here. This is December soybean meal. We're going to get this up here. Hold 1 second, and the postman rings once, twice, and the workmen are here. Hold on a second here. Look where we are, boys and girls. See that? There's the December soybean meal. There's where it is. This is so important. Look at this. We're making a lower low. Folks, soybean meal has not been this cheap since 2015. That's 9 years ago, boys and girls. Now, you can't buy December because it's in the delivery, so who are you going to buy? You're going to move out to the March, send 25 cents, and we'll take a look at the March. We'll be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, we talked about December soybean meal, which is basically 100% protein and for grain and also for plant food and also human food that they turn into plant food or something like that. And then it also is good for tofu, a very important part of the Asian community. Here's where we are now, folks. We've got right at the 78.6. Now remember, cash meal December is already taking this low out by $3. So they're buying, they're a little more expensive here. Remember, this was $283. This is $293. This is the March contract. So this is what you want to be doing. I suggested we buy it here $294, and you got to risk $6 on it. That's $600. But folks, $600 to be a soybean farmer? Are you kidding me? That's nothing. But that's what we did right here, right now. So if you want to do that, that's fine. If you look at it just on a little bit over the last few days, there's an A, B, C, D. Is that usually pretty good? Let's just take a quick look at it. There's AB equals CD, and it says you should buy at $293. Well, we bought $293.80. The low's been $293.40. So that's where I wanted to be long. If it goes below that, then I'll have my stop right below here. So I'm going to be risking $4, okay? And it's got a chance for a pretty good run in my look. 1, 2, 3 days down. 1, 2, 3 days down. You got to take a look at it. $293. There's an old lows back here. That's what I'd be doing if I were you. Whether that you want to do that or not, I don't know. But we're going to be watching this for just a second here. Get this out of the way. And I've got to get some of these other things out of the way. We've already discussed Apple, didn't we? Yes, we've already discussed Apple. Someone asked us to look at NVIDIA. Let's just get this up here. It's been a big winner here. NVIDIA, here we are. This is the daily for NVIDIA. Wow, it's not doing worth a darn. This is, wow. With the NASDAQ up 300 points, and this is what NVIDIA has done? Are you joking me, boys and girls? Oh my God, this is a screaming sale. I mean, not just, just get this out of here. Come on. Move this out of the way and see where we are. This is a screaming sale, folks. Maybe that's why the NASDAQ could be topping. Look, you make a high up in here, you got lower highs, right? What do we call that pattern, folks? That's called the 1, 3, 5. There's 1. I'm going to draw it down like this. 1, 3, and 5. There's 1, there's 3, there's 5. I can tell you right now, it's 382 off of this one right there. There it is right there. Oh my goodness. Folks, a 3-day rally in the most popular stock in the whole MAGA section, and all it can do is this. Are you joking me? And there's your 1, 3, 5 pattern. God, your risk here is nothing. Wow. $3 on a $138 stock. We're going to look at this one tomorrow because this one's got the old skull and crossbones written on it, in my opinion, of course, and that's worthy of not very much. I wanted to show you something else that nobody talks about. Let's get this as Dr. Copper. Here's copper. We're going to bring it up here and take a look at it. Uh-oh, I got to do it this way. I think I have to do this on the weekly because that's what I did it before. Move over to the weekly. And there it is. Okay, here's what I got going. This is copper. You notice how the stock market goes along with copper almost all the time. But look at this, folks. In the last 5 months, look at this. This has been going down. This has been going up. There's 1, 2, 3 drives to a top. Something's not right. Hello, operator. Pay attention. Maybe this means something. Maybe it doesn't. But look at this. It doesn't even rally at all. Not even nickel. I mean, that's not a good sign, because if you're going to have technology and stuff, it's electronic, it's got copper in it. So that's what you want to remind ourselves of that. Now we have a question about the silver. Let's get the silver up because, you know, we've been bearish gold for quite a while. We're going to take a look at the silver here just a second. It's popping up right there. Move that up. We're in the March silver contract now. And what we're going to do now is go down to the daily and look at it and get this out of the way. And we're going to blow this up here a little bit. Well, it hadn't moved much today. Okay, we're thinking it's going to get up to this level right here. So far, all we've done here a day or so is just rally up a little bit. It's not really done, you know, very much at all. Remember, gold hit the 61% retracement, and this is what silver did. This is not acting good, folks. Just like copper is not acting good. Now you can see here, intraday, let's just move this over a little bit from where we were. You did make a 61% retracement today, it looks like. I'm not trading this because we were in the gold and we made some money on the short side. So that's the 61. Look at that. This morning, there it is. There's your 61. That's where we covered the short gold. Right there, look at that. Right there on the 61% retracement right there, and then the big move up. So that's, in fact, looks like we've come up here today and we made a almost perfect 786 on the upside. And looking at this on a real short-term pattern here, very short, this is a head and shoulders. There's your left shoulder, there's your head, there's your right shoulder. You notice, you see there how the left shoulder is higher than the right shoulder? That means it's a head and shoulder, right? Left, head, shoulder. Then all you have to do is you can see the relationship back. Looks like it goes just about exactly to 50%, right between 50 and 618. So your stop is above here if you're short, and if you're right, you're going to have a big move down here. That's 80 cents, and you'd be only risking 15. So not a bad idea for a risk-reward situation. Okay, now we had one other stock to look at, and that is Goldman Sachs. I know who that's from. That's our old boy over there in Bullhead City, Nevada. Okay, here's Goldman Sachs. This thing should be running to the moon. Well, today it's not. This is why the Dow is down today. Here's the Goldman Sachs. There's where we were. This is all election stuff right here. The ABCD measured to 615. The high on the stock has been 612. And it's a $600 stock. It's down today, so we'll have to see what's going on here with that. So that's NVIDIA. That's copper. I think we covered most of the things. One other foreign currency. Let me get up here. It's Australian dollar. It's up here at the very top. Here it is right here, because it's got a chance for some rally here. And we'll see if we're correct or not. And here's the big chance right here, because it's got to hold this level or it's in deep trouble. You'll see where we are. See, we're down in here. We're down at this level. We're below that level right now, so there's not a head and shoulders pattern available here. You can see that because that doesn't match up well. This is already equal to that, so that, well, it could be. Boy, that'd be a really weird one because you don't have any good time in here. I'm just going to wait on that. I'll just have to wait and see. I'll stand pat with what we've got. We're long the bonds. We're long soybean meal. We're short the S&P at 60. Hold on one second. Let's get this out of the way here. Window tile vertical here. Tile vertical 60. Where are we at on the S&P? 60. Where is it trading now? Hello, operator. It's down here somewhere, isn't it? Can't even find it. There's so darn many of them on here. Trying to cover too much. I must have taken the S&P off. Wow, I can't believe I've ever done that. All right, we'll be right back. 877-927-6648.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, our guest is in the house on the coffee we talked about earlier in this morning. There was the big pattern up here at the 1.618, and we were saying it's got to be making a top up in here. And of course, what you want to be doing when you do that is to go down to a smaller time frame and look for a nice little 382 pattern like you had right in here or right in here. And then this morning, this was overnight, they had one other one right here that was 382 off of that. Folks, that's a $15,000 move in coffee in 2 days. That's a big type move, you know, that's really good. And of course, if you're using moving averages, all you have to do is follow along with your moving average and it'll follow you all the way down. I'm not demeaning moving averages at all, folks. I put it on because they do have value. Some people are able to trade with those. I do not. I'm a pattern recognition swing trader. I'm looking for ABCD patterns and 135 patterns. That's look at the ABCD pattern that you had here today. ABCD. That's at 312. from 312 down to here, that's $6,000 just on a daily thing. There it is, right there, A, B, C, D, right there. Do the 382 off of that, and I'll bet you a nickel to a donut, it's going to be pretty much spot on to the old 382, and you'll be able to see it right there. Oh, it's 332. Oh, you know why? It didn't hit the right one. That's the problem. If it hit the right one, it would be right at 382. Anyway, that's what we're looking at today, boys and girls. And tomorrow we're going to have Mike Moore of Moore Analytics. His specialty is energy, but he's very good in S&P and all the other things. So look at it. Remember, I put my stamp on this. I think it's going to be this week. It's going to be the high in the Dow Jones. High's already in on the Dow Jones and Russell. It should be for the rest of the market, either today or tomorrow. It could go all the way out to Thursday, but folks, when it's over, when it's over, you'll be in the clover if you're short all the time. Folks, often wrong, but never in doubt. Larry Pesavento signing out. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless.